Are you ready to pay more for everything starting August 1st? I'm gonna show you exactly how to fight back. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm having a really hard time keeping up with so much news that's constantly changing. But by August 1st, everything from food in your fridge to the clothes on your back is about to cost you even more. But I truly don't understand why nobody is even talking about this. Because thanks to Trump's tariff double whammy, whether you love him or hate him, this policy will hit your wallet. And if you don't make the right moves now, you could be paying hundreds, even thousands more over the next few months. And by the end of the video, you'll know exactly what to expect, how to protect yourself, and the smartest financial plays to make right now. So stay tuned, because this might be the biggest and most important video you watch this month. This isn't just some Washington, D.C. policy fight. This is your daily life. Tariffs are essentially taxes on imported goods, which means higher prices on things you buy. On August 1st marks the day when Trump's proposed tariffs on both Chinese and Mexican imports, a double punch, officially kick in. And if you don't understand how this affects your grocery bill, gas prices, even rent, you'll be blindsided, but you don't have to be. So let me break down exactly what's happening. Trump has announced 2 rounds of tariffs, one targeting China and the other targeting Mexico, both hitting August 1st. And listen, I know there's gonna be a lot of people that says, who cares? We don't need Mexico or Canada. Yeah, we really do. Because that means tens of billions of dollars worth of goods are suddenly more expensive to bring into the US. And guess what? Companies don't absorb the cost. They'll pass it on to you. Everything from avocados, tomatoes, cars, electronics, clothing, shoes is about to climb in price. And for many families already stretched thin by inflation, this could push budgets over the edge. So the biggest question is, how bad could this truly get? Some economists estimate the average household could see an extra $800 to $1,200 a year in cost, depending on how you're spending your money and what you're truly buying. But that is just from these tariffs, and that's if inflation doesn't accelerate more. Remember, we've already endured years of rising costs. This is just like throwing gasoline on the fire. So what can you really do about it? Make sure to comment tired if you're truly tired of the rising cost in America, because it feels like the never-ending story. Make sure that you pay close attention to this part of the video, because I'm going to give you 5 steps to keep you ahead of this madness. First step is to stock up. If you can buy non-perishable staples like canned goods, toiletries, and even clothing basics right now before the prices jump. And second, track sales. I feel like people don't do this enough, because retailers often delay price hikes for a few weeks. Use that gap to your advantage. And the third, the one that nobody wants to hear, revisit your budget. Cut unnecessary spending now so you're not scrambling later. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but I'm just being honest with you, okay? And fourth, you always want to think long term, not short term, but long term. If you're investing, do as much research as you possibly can, and maybe reposition your portfolio accordingly, so you're not dumping money into a sector that's not going to make you money. We want a good return on our money. And finally, number 5, keep cash flowing, because with uncertainty high, having an emergency fund ready to keep you ahead of the curve. I know a lot of people say, well, where do you want me to get it, Mike? I'm going to be honest with you. Before I came to this platform, I was working 3 jobs. 2 of them were my basic jobs that were bringing money and cash flow into my home, and the other was to help fund my business to get me to where I am today. I can't stress to you enough how much a side hustle can change your complete life and possibly lead into a business model where you're offering a product or a service that can actually get you away from the 9 to 5. Because just between me and you, a business is truly the secret to living a wealthy life, because you get so many different tax advantages that you can take advantage of, and you wind up paying close to 0 in taxes. I know that's kind of an exaggeration, but I'm just saying, compared to what you pay as in payroll from a company that you're making them money, but you're not making yourself a lot of money. But we also need to talk about the hidden effects that nobody is talking about, because this isn't just about prices at the store. Small businesses who rely on imported materials may cut staff or close altogether. These massive corporations are already laying people off. You think the smaller guys are going to be able to survive these massive tariffs that are going to cost their companies money and they'll have to pass it on to consumers who may stop shopping at these places? I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using DisputeBeast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created that comes with a 110% money back guarantee. But specifically to Kenneth. Kenneth's credit score went up 282 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. And Arthur's credit score went up 670 points after just 2 rounds with DisputeBeast. But let's not forget Destiny. Destiny's credit score went up 264 points after just 1 round with DisputeBeast. DisputeBeast's link is going to be in the video description and pinned at the top of the comments for anyone that needs to fix their credit. Another huge one is that farmers could see retaliatory tariffs on US exports, hitting rural America hard. And these ripple effects will touch everything from jobs to housing faster than you think. Listen, I want you to know that you are not powerless here, but the window to act is closing. Most people won't prepare. They'll just complain when the paycheck doesn't stretch as far, but not you. You're here watching this, and now you know the steps to protect yourself, your family, and your future, and that's why this video matters. It's not just about politics. It's personal. It's your money. It's your life. So take action before it's too late. I cannot stress that enough to you. I'll give you a great example of how I actually prepared way ahead of this. I knew that Trump was going to go after renewable energy. It's just been on his list. He loves to talk trash about it. And in the last 3 years, I have slowly watched my electricity bill continue to climb. It drops down maybe if I'm lucky, but more than ever, it continues to climb and it's almost doubled. I needed to look at my home to see how I could truly make it energy efficient, because there's a lot of homeowners out there and I'm like, yo, I really want to go on this path and tell everybody what I did. So I had companies come in and tell me where all my energy was leaking, because it's not just about turning off the lights. I mean, that's an easy one, but there's way more to it than that. First off, my home was not properly insulated. And I've been here over 10 years and I've been watching my electricity bill go from $150, $250, $350, and $450 a month, sometimes over $500, which was crazy. The attic space and the crawl space on the roof of my home was nowhere near insulated. There was so much heat pouring into my home and so much energy just leaving it. On top of that, my windows were all old. So I had the crawl space filled with foam to insulate the entire attic space and crawl space of my home so it would stop leaking energy coming from the roof and also pouring in all that heat or that cold air. Then I replaced about 98% of the windows on my home. I'll be honest with you, that was probably one of the most expensive things I never expected, but I know that all my new windows come with a lifetime warranty. So if I do sell the house, the next homeowner can actually use that warranty to their advantage if the windows fail. And then I went solar. I put solar panels on my roof of my house and on top of my office. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'll put it up on the screen right now in a second. You're gonna be shocked at what my light bill is now. Last part's the most important. Let's put it up on the screen right here so you can actually see it. Now, this is my Duke Energy bill from January 2025, $459. That's insane, okay? Let's just be honest. Now, look at my February bill was $344, okay? Those are pretty high bills right there, especially the one in January. You're like, why is it so expensive in January? Because we're pumping heat into the home. Now, the solar panels get installed. Let's jump to April of 2025. Negative $516. Yeah, negative. Now let's go to May. $435. I'm negative $435. Now going over to June, I'm negative $259. You're probably thinking, well, does Duke Power pay you? No, they don't. I'm actually giving them energy and they're giving me a negative bill. I'm like, bro, how is this possible? They should definitely be paying me because I have to give them some of the energy that my house is generating. But that's not how it works, apparently, in North Carolina. But the purpose of this is to teach you how to stay ahead of the game. Now, I didn't just stop there because I started actually growing our own vegetables. Well, I don't want to say I did, my wife did. She came up with the idea, I helped fund it, and now we grow our own fresh vegetables here as we're going to start to see vegetables start to skyrocket also. And another one of the biggest reasons that I tried to stay ahead of this entire thing with solar panels is because Trump is getting rid of all of the renewable renewable energy subsidies, and I knew it was going to. Even as Elon Musk was crying on the internet, like, you didn't see this coming? I saw this coming. So all of the subsidies are going to end by the end of 2025. You won't be able to get those tax credits that can help you offset the purchase of buying a solar system or an actual electric car. And on top of that, with the tariffs, it's almost going to make it unaffordable for Americans to even go solar, even if they choose to, because the price is going to double, possibly triple on solar panels and anything that is renewable energy. So tell me in the comments section, what's the first thing you plan to stock up on before August 1st? And don't say it's toilet paper, okay? I don't want there to be some crazy mass run of toilet paper at Costco and everywhere, because I don't know if you guys all remember that. It got crazy. And if you have any collections or charge-offs on your credit report that you need deleted, make sure to watch this video right here, because it's going to show you how AI can do all of the work for you, and it comes with a 110% money back guarantee. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.